got it going on. I'm here to right all my wrong. Yo, we got it going on. This is for the culture. Yeah, hey, yo, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. Yeah, we here to right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah, went through the fire, but it lit up my views. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God. I'm teaching essentials, I'm operating at my peak, it's potential. Elijah, he told me to keep it on simple. Through these instrumentals, I speak to your mental. Red. Back in the booth, rap to the youth, they was lacking the truth. Back to the seas, they was lacking the roots. Smoked all the trees and they snacking on fruits. Bed, attached to my roof, detached to the roof on the back of the coupe. Back from the future, I'm back in the red and the blue, yeah, I'm back on my snoop. Niggas be biting, they cracking, they tracking, they niggas be capping, they lacking, they put a toe tag on the back of they boot. Battle with nukes, I'm attacking, they truth. I wrote these bars in Sumerian text. The legends of Mu, I'm Sumerian sets. It was written in Targaryen text. Came to conquer all my variants. Yeah, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. Yeah, we here to right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah, went through the fire, but it lit up my views. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God. Back on the mic, was dead on my back, now I'm back on my life. Came back from the future, went back to it twice. When I rose out the grave, they said that dude is Christ. I'ma shine like a star, I'ma twinkle as I light up the sky. The whole world was watching on the night I arrived. The Messiah's here, I guess it's finally time. Swear that I hear every prayer that you say. I was there every day, I was still everything in the world.
Chat, what the hell? Whenever they got a pillar at the Vatican. Pope Pablo, where you at?
You either fight or run. Life a game, I feel like I won. Hey, yo, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. We hit the right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah, went through the fire, but it lit up my views. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God.
From the quantum shadows, a traveler emerges. Fly Sinet, the multi-dimensional hacker, living his hero's journey. He joins the Pantheon at AI Masters Workshop, November 1st and 2nd, hosted by 363 Empire with Red Pillar and Seven Bomar. Tickets, lock yours in now.
This is the law of mental command. It is the understanding that you are not a victim of your thoughts, but a commander of them.
Let me know if you can hear me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you can hear me. All right. Peace, family. Greetings. Welcome. Good evening. What's popping? How's everybody doing? You know what I'm talking about? Was really good. Yes, Timu Snoop is in the building, y'all. Timu Snoop is in the building. You better motherfucking know it. So shout out to everybody. Welcome to Melanin Mondays. You are now rocking with the best. This is your host, Brother Red Pillar, and I am in the building, and we are here. And boy, oh boy, we got a lot to talk about. This episode is called The Great Fall, number 15. And to be honest with you, I don't even know what number this shit is at right now. There's been so many great falls. I got to go back into the catalog and count him up, you know what I mean? But when I do, I will correct it, and we'll let you know what number this really is. But this is the great fall, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it. Niggas is falling. Shit is falling. And it needs to be talked about. We just did a great fall with P. Diddy. Then we did the equivalent of a great fall with The Streets is Dead. That was one episode. Now we're back to the great fall with Nicki Minaj, Andrew Tate, Jake Paul, and a few other people. So boy, oh boy, this one is interesting. I can't wait. Look, the ancestors have a very interesting sense of humor. They out there doing Chappelle skits on you niggas. I promise you. Y'all should really see the comedy in this whole shit, bro. But by the time we finish tonight, we'll be able to see the forest for the trees. Let's do the roll call and see who's in the building. And we just about there right now. We almost at 100. So let's go ahead and prematurely get ahead and do the roll call. And let's tap in. Let's see who's in the motherfucking building. Tonight's show, The Great Fall, is a precursor to this right here, Silence of the Lames, right? We've been building up for Silence of the Lames for probably about a month right now. And I'm so glad that we didn't prematurely jump out the window and do the episode, because we just letting the lames just line up in the mess hall. We just letting the lames come out in the motherfucking roll call and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Ever since we said Silence of the Lames, it's been a lot of lame activity to get called out. So, you know, what that is in metaphysical terms is the waiters are just setting the table. Kentucky in this joint. We got Cleveland. They bringing out the plates, my nigga. It's food being brought out. You know what I'm talking about? We did this. This might be the start. This might be the hors d'oeuvres. But the main plate is Silence of the Lames. That's when we really, that's the hibachi. That's when we cook. Chi-Town in the building. CT in the building. Dallas in the building. North Phoenix in the motherfucking building. What a motherfucking time to be aligned. Do you see this shit? Huh? Do you see this shit? Do you need me to send you a pair of glasses? We actually are going to have the shades, the signature red pillar shades in January in alignment with Cartier or Bartier. It depends. New Zealand in the building. Lower East Side in the building. 216 in the building. 416 in the building. St. Louis in the building. St. Louis, do you see this shit going down? T-Dot, do you see this motherfucker falling? Bronx, BX, do you see the motherfucking Great Fall? Jake Paul, I hate y'all. Huh? Do you see? Now I can finally put out my motherfucking Jake Paul, I hate y'all bars. The Great Fall, Jake Paul, I hate y'all. Oh, man. Talk about poetic justice. Talk about, goddamn it, I hope you niggas thanked your ancestors on the winter solstice watching a white boy getting his jaw broke. Okay? Not just a regular white boy. Not just a regular white boy. Portland in the building. Seattle in the building. Do y'all see what's happening in Seattle? Bridgeport. Can you feel it? Do you see the Great Fall? Do you see shit falling? Look at Nicki Minaj. Huh? Look how your queen bee portrayed you. The whole time. They're going to blame it on the tethers and whatnot. But the whole time, I told y'all, it's the Candace effect. It's the Candace effect. She softened up black women to the idea of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, the idea. Right? It's all divestment. It's a divestment spell. The idea of a Charlie Kirk. Okay? Nicki Minaj came out on that stage because of Charlie, nigga. Not because of Erica. She has a soft spot in her heart for Charlie. You know? Yeah, but it's over. Once I saw that, yeah, it's over. There's no coming back from that. The Streets is dead, according to 21 Savage. And then, on the other side, the most famous, influential, right, female artist, right? Because I bet you they're going to say, oh, she be leading the children astray. Man, she been leading the children astray. Black women, mothers, black women out there who are going to decide now that you don't like Nicki, now that you want to go against her, now she was provocative, now she was a whore, now she wasn't good, now she's a cokehead, and now she's toxic, but she wasn't that before. She wasn't that before when she was spreading her motherfucking bipolar narcissism, toxicity all throughout her disguised feminazi. You know what I mean? Toxic traits. It wasn't a problem, but now it's a problem because she declared that she's on the other side. You know, that's crazy. That's the Candace effect. The divestment is going to be turned up. It's not going to turn down. The divestment is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it. Tampa in the building. Tampa in the building. I think they're using Nicki to let Candace know. No, we're not reading the play. Candace, Nicki, Erica, they all in the is white WWE. They're all in the same gang. What are you talking about? They're not against one another. Don't you just wrestling. This is WWE. This is wrestling. There's no they all following a script, bro. Bandis Owens came back from seeing America Kirk like she literally saw Charlie Kirk on a screen or something. She came back with her spirit very calmed. She came back like she knew something. She came back like something was shown to her or told to her, to whereas she's like, okay, I'm going to switch up my whole entire stance. Right? So, yeah, it's a very interesting times. But I'm not even going to waste no time. I'm going to get right into the shit for anybody that's unfamiliar with the zeitgeist, because this is the zeitgeist. This is the popular zeitgeist. Let's get into the zeitgeist first on the great fall. Jake Paul, I hate y'all, right? Let's get into the white boy getting his ass whooped. Let's get into that. Let's get into the archetype of white machoism getting his jaw broke twice. Let's talk about the MAGAs getting a jaw broke. Let's talk about white fragility, fragile jaws. Let's talk about the great white hope getting his shit rocked. Let's talk about that fake ass motherfucking top G, Andrew Tate, getting his shit rocked. What does that mean symbolically? This motherfucker, y'all niggas is getting wrapped up, pack it up. Y'all, this shit is over for y'all. Y'all had a short time, but your reign on the top was short like leprechauns. You niggas don't even got no hands, nor do you got jaws. Have a motherfucking seat. Pack it up.
To this day,
Y'all niggas thought the chat was gonna be pro-Trump, huh? Y'all niggas thought the chat was gonna be pro-MAGA, huh? Y'all niggas thought the chat was gonna sneak around with this fake ass subliminal shots where y'all fake one on one hand, y'all obsessed with us. On one hand, y'all infatuated with us. On one hand, y'all fetish us. But on the other hand, y'all trap Laura Ross in us. Y'all DJ Vlad in us. Y'all Adam 22 in us. That's weird infatuation. That's not journalism. You niggas is weirdly infatuated with shit that you can't be and whatnot. That's that Iceman inheritance type of thing. That's white fragility on main display. These people relish in our dysfunction because when we're functioning, they can't stand next to us. When we're functioning, they got nothing to talk to us about. When we're functioning, you know what I'm talking about? When we're functioning at our proper persona, they fall into what is known as quote unquote obedience. When we're functioning in our divine masculine, they fall in divine obedience. Okay, the women and the men, they fall in divine obedience, proper persona, father and child relationships. Okay, the motherfucking you need to identify what your role is, black man and black woman, and play your role. Stand on that shit, no matter what the fuck happens, no matter who's in your presence, no matter what happens on the chessboard. You know who you are. You the queen on the chessboard. Act accordingly. You the king on the chessboard. Act accordingly. If somebody has to tell you how to act, then that's not your role. You were not born for that. You were getting coached for it, but it's not in you, my nigga. It's on you. So Woe unto all of the traitors. Woe unto all of the switch siders. Woe unto all of the scary ass niggas who tucked their tails and decided to give Jake Paul a lap dance instead of back smacking him. Decided to give Jake Paul a lap dance instead of ostracizing him. They wanted to give Jake Paul a lap dance and a belly rub instead of quote unquote dissing him in public. They didn't even do that. They didn't do that. You seem to be specifically going hard on Caucasian individuals. Nah, bro, I'm going hard on the fuckery, and it just so happens that the fuckery is bleached. You weirdo. That's what happens. The fuckery is recessive. That's just what happens. Get out your motherfucking feelings and stop asking dumbass questions. Talking about I'm going in. Nigga, the universe is going in. Cocksucker. The universe is showing us every other day that the shit that you motherfuckers was selling us for centuries is a motherfucking lie. And you're finding out that it's a fucking lie too. So why don't you why don't you get on the stage and say something yourself? You know what I mean? It's undeniable at this point. It's some shit that you can't even deny. I mean, even Ray Charles could see it. Even Ray Charles could see it. And I know that a lot of our people are sick is because they got lied to, because they were given a falsehood, because their land got taken from them. And the people who took the land, they got pale faces, god damn it. So what are you talking about? Why don't y'all give us the names so we don't have to talk to the general population, but y'all don't want to give us the names? I rock with the ones that give us the names, but for the lames, the silence of the lames, you pale faces from the Irish nation, from the Italian nation, right? Y'all especially, because y'all owe us y'all allegiance. Y'all owe us y'all allegiance. The Irish and the Italians, y'all to lame us out of the whole group and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? And then we got to talk about the small hats and whatnot, who've been living off of us, who've been leeching off of us, who've been siphoning our energy and whatnot. Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking crazy? This is not anything but the truth. And the truth hurts. You know what I'm talking about? Your jaw gonna look like Jake Paul when I'm finished with you. The truth hurt. You know what I'm talking about? The truth hurt. All we doing is telling the truth. What? The third eye atlas is not fucking with y'all. Well, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? The third eye atlas is a sign that your reign on the top is short like leprechauns. Yeah, that's the truth. That's what it is. The whole world is in an upheaval because when y'all come around, shit get weird. That's the truth. Whenever the lights is out and the cameras is off and y'all in the room with children, shit get weird. That's the truth. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What am I saying? Why don't you tell that to Nick Fuentes? Why don't you tell that to the people online? They telling on white people. Every day I see Nick Fuentes, he's throwing white people under the bus. There's so much shit going on the white side. They don't even have time to focus on our dysfunction. Come to find out that a lot of our dysfunction is manufactured, socially engineered, and you motherfuckers were investing in that shit, buying stocks. You were putting money, you were putting shit in a pot. Your grandparents, uncles, whatever the fuck is. Once again, give us the names on some Epstein list type shit. Give us the list. But if you won't give us the list, if you won't give us the names, then it's lights out for everyone on that side. Straight like that. Y'all be trying to play too fucking safe, but nobody is going to tell it to you the way that it needs to be told. Stop protecting the ones who are guilty. Because there's somebody out there with blood on their hands. There's somebody out there that got the fucking the deeds of the land. There's somebody out there got the titles. Somebody out there has something. Somebody out there has the books that they're hiding. Somebody out there got the certificates. Somebody out there got the motherfucking all type of shit. The securities, the bonds. Yeah. Somebody's really out there hiding that shit. Somebody out there has escheated our property, our estate. They got our resources. They get in our minerals out of all of these lands. And it ain't no Africans doing that. And it ain't no goddamn South American. It ain't no Caribbeans. It ain't no niggas from America. So what are we talking about? You know? It's that season. This is a reckoning taking place on the whole entire planet. not just in America, everywhere that you turn, they turning on each other. And the ones that are turning up, they just had enough. If you were to ask me, that's melanated people who reincarnated, and they just they like melanated people from the future wearing white suits. It's not even real white people. It's black people wearing white suits. Those are the grays. You know what I'm talking about? But these are aliens. Make no mistake about it. These are migrants and these are aliens. And nothing will ever change that. You could try to shame niggas. You could cry. You could do what you want to do. You're a fucking alien. And until we figure out what your status is, until we fix your status and you know, and re-examine why you're even here in the Americas, and I'm talking Central, South, and North. You know what I'm saying? Once we figure out what is your purpose here? Why are you here? What are you doing here? What purpose are you serving here? It's more people that look like me that have invented all type of shit that benefit mankind and has advanced civilizations. What did y'all do other than take the motherfucking resources and pillage it and form your corporations and then bring our people into your corporations, pillage them for their talent, sweat equity, and all type of shit, suck them dry like a straw, stuck a straw on them, suck them dry. Y'all having, is it sound issues or is that people that's in here late? There's some people in the audience maybe that need to be given lessons as to what our people created. I'm gonna continue to cook. I'm gonna stay in the kitchen and keep putting these crackers in a fricassee, fry them up like a fricassee. Cause somebody in the chat dropped some of the inventions by people with copper tone complexions such as ours, people who are both heavily melanated, and had the DNA of the quote unquote first man and woman. Just in case we have anybody in the audience who questions what the inventions of melanated people just in the 1800s, though, let's not even talk about going all the way back. How the hell and where the hell and why the hell and who the hell? How could you come out of slavery and just start inventing shit? Like, where does that work? Who did that? What other group of people did that? What other group of people did that? What other group of people came out of a situation where they said that you could not read? Nigga, they lied to you. How you can't read and you making refrigerators? But people that was reading and people that had schooling, allegedly, and people that had all of this good food and everything, allegedly, they didn't invent shit. You know what I mean? They didn't invent nothing. All they invented is weapons and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Or they inventing, what are we talking about? The whole shit is a lie. So everybody that's in on the lie, yeah, you're on the other side, bro. If you're in on the lie, we are not the same. There's nothing that we could talk about. I don't give a fuck if your skin is blue, nigga. It don't got nothing to do with no goddamn color. That's a social construct. When man is mature enough to have a conversation outside of what you call the racial construct, which is not even real, then we could talk. I don't even think pale people are responsible or mature enough to have a conversation that doesn't have race included in it. So we gave you niggas dry cleaners, helicopters, fire stations, machines to pull water from the air. That's recent. The car engine, the GPS. Do your research. Do your research. Y'all should pay us $5 for every answer we give y'all. Pipe wrench. That's why the AI fucks with us and they don't fuck with y'all, because they got fed on all of the information that y'all was hiding from us. They know more about us than black babies know about themselves, because you can't find that shit in Robert Maxwell's textbooks. But the AI knows our greatness because they read all of the books about us, the shit that y'all was hiding from us, right? Why don't y'all make no movies about nobody creating one of these things? Not one of these things have a TV show. They don't got a movie. They don't have a goddamn sitcom and whatnot. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? The fuck is wrong with y'all? I mean, who taught y'all? Oh, my bad. Duck Dynasty. No wonder. No wonder. You niggas are thieves and whatnot. Y'all still, y'all jealous-hearted, envious. You know what I'm talking about? Parasitical. Give us free, nigga. Give us our motherfucking patents and give us our publishing and give us our points. If a nigga would have given us some tax on all of the shit that we invented, we'd be great. We wouldn't have to ask nobody for nothing. It should be a nigga tax on all of this stuff. How the fuck they didn't let us sit in the back of the bus and we built the back of the bus? Internet. Or no, the front of the bus. We built the front of the bus. They talking about sitting in the back of the bus. Nigga, we built the bus. What are you talking about? Y'all should apologize to us. Y'all should spend one whole year apologizing to us with stipends. Because I don't want flattery. We don't need nobody to talk to us and try to baby us and whatnot. We're not no fucking minors. We're big dogs. We're your fathers and mothers. We're your parents. You understand? Daddy's home, nigga. Daddy's home. The fuck? It's just y'all and Nicki Minaj over there. We all right over here. Nigga, we gonna be all right. We make shit. The fuck? Now they want to know the names. Yeah, the names. Yeah. We'll put the names out there. Put that shit, get that tattoo on your forehead. It's called Lewis Latimer. Okay? You turn the motherfucking lights on. Lewis Latimer, fam. The filament, the carbon filament. Yeah, thank you. Every time the lights come on, say Lewis Latimer. Okay? When you hear the ambulance, call out them names. When you eat that peanut butter, nigga, say George Washington Carver. Okay? We need to summon these ancestors instead of these fucking rappers and these whack-ass athletes and whatnot. The inventors are greater than them. We should know their names. Thank you for even asking for their names. We should know their names like we know the names of the drug dealers, or we know the names of the drug dealers and the terrorists that destroyed our neighborhoods. Right? That's the way that we get blessings and whatnot. Start saying their names. Start standing on this shit. This, to be honest with you, this is our biggest flex. This is our biggest flex. Y'all need to apologize for sleeping on us. Respectfully. Y'all knew it was something going on. Well, now you know what the fuck that is, my niggas. We contributed more than you could ever motherfucking. You don't even have that many hours in a day to watch all of the Netflix series that's about to come out on the shit that we was doing when you niggas was groveling. How about that? Yeah, free energy. You know what I'm talking about? Free energy. Pascal Beverly Randolph, the father of this magic shit. Before that slob Blavatsky came along. Before that blob Blavatsky, that nasty ass witch came and took him off the scene and whatnot. Huh? The world would be lost without us. Man, listen, you have no idea. You have no idea. Check this out. Check this out. This is how deep this shit goes, man. I don't be blaming people who don't know nothing about us, but y'all need to find the fuck out because you got super phones in your pockets. That's no excuse, my niggas. You got super phones in your pockets. You can find out who we are. Check this out.
Now let's take a look back at positive versus negative role models. In the Huxtable years, this is actually called the Huxtable effect in sociology. SAT scores for African American males and females went up. In 1990, 75% of black males graduated from high school. The Cosby Show mentioned that the kids were applying to Morehouse College. It's a black university. Well, in reality, the enrollments at Morehouse colleges went up 37% because of the Huxtable effect. Now, what's the Lil Wayne effect? SAT scores for black males went down. In 2010, only 47% of black males in the United States graduated from high school. That's down from 75%. Black males say, I like that record. I want this song. I don't want that song. That's a white guy who's making that decision. I like the song with the obscenity. I don't like the song with the politics. So we're going to have this one on the CD and not that one. You understand? Or you want to continue to work for us? So that's the story of hip-hop, according to Patricia Rose. It is the corporate sale of racism. So, for example, Edgar Bronfman, who is the CEO under whom Liar Cohen works, who deals with Jay-Z, Edgar Bronfman is worth between $2.5 billion to $4 billion, depending on the year. So these are white people who control this industry, and we don't know much about any of them. Okay? They're marketing racist images of black people, especially.
Right? So they telling it. They telling it. They letting it be known. Feel me? They letting it be known, even if it's, some mundane shit. They letting it be known. So let's make sense as to who these people are and who they're not, right? Because remember, Charlie Kirk had a problem with Nicki Minaj, right? Check it out.
Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't.
So Charlie Kirk, who is a Christian nationalist, he disagreed with Nicki Minaj. He disagreed with Nicki Minaj's messages. He said Nicki Minaj is not good for black girls, especially, right? But now when you turn around, Nicki Minaj is endorsing Charlie Kirk through his wife, right? She's saying a whole bunch of stuff. Let's go down a Nicki Minaj rabbit hole.
Imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. Not Gav, the Gav nots. Gav not in, Gav out. Send in the next guy, I'm bored.
I want to be very clear at the top. This isn't.
That was This Weekend with Nicki Minaj and America Kirk, y'all. That was This Weekend with your girl Nicki Minaj and America Kirk. Let's go.
And what do you think about for young men? For young men.
And for young men, don't be new scum. Yes, see, dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you.
Nicki fucking Minaj, y'all. This is the girl who has people's daughters under a spell.
About politics, and it's not about tearing Nicki Minaj down. It's about what happens when some of our most accomplished artists start moving in ways that feel unhinged. Not because they're evil, but because they're isolated. Nicki Minaj is one of the most successful rap artists of all time. Bar none, legacy secured, cemented. And yet if you zoom out, a curious mind has to ask, why does someone who won this much keep finding themselves at the center of chaos? From the way she publicly defended her brother, to who she chose to marry, to her relentless attacks on other female artists, to accusations against Roc Nation, to now aligning herself with political movements that openly despise the culture that built her. It's not one thing, it's a pattern. And that pattern feels familiar, because we've seen this before. Kanye West didn't start losing it overnight. He became isolated, surrounded by yes men, disconnected from critique, convinced that persecution equals enlightenment. And Nicki feels like she's walking that same path. Not because she's dumb, not because she's malicious, but because when you spend years proving that you're the best, you stop trusting anyone who challenges you. The tragedy here isn't that Nicki's going MAGA. The tragedy is that she's become the most effective tool in her own dismantling. When your sense of self is built entirely on being untouchable, every disagreement feels like betrayal, every critique feels like an attack, and every fringe space feels like refuge. And that's sad to watch, because legends aren't supposed to go out like this. They're supposed to be protected from themselves.
The way that she's going out bad, the way that Young Money went out in the past 3 years, the way that Young Money, Lil Wayne, Dwayne Carter, Aubrey Graham, and Onika the Freaka, the way they went out, the way that they went out bad and sad. You know, they say it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish it. Well, the way that they ended their race was horrific. It's a tragedy, y'all. It's a tragedy. You know what I'm talking about? Let's think about this in terms of Nicki Minaj right now. So, and first of all, this show is sponsored by the best tasting sea moss on this planet, y'all. I promise you. You need to taste this sea moss right here. This is the future. You understand? I bust this shit down like it's like it tastes like cake. I shit you not. It tastes like you could put this on your lady's body. Oh my goodness. This is a comfort food. I could eat this shit all day and watch Nicki Minaj act like a coon and not get upset. I'm so comforted right now. Like, oh my goodness. This shit tastes like cake, y'all. No, it's not called Vincil. The link for it, let me put the link for it. It's going to be on the QR code. Oh my goodness. Y'all need this in your life, man. Y'all need, matter of fact, let's go to the commercial and then we're going to get back to this Nicki Minaj shit. Y'all need this in your life, man. Believe me when I tell you.
VCL in my cup, I'm feeling boss. 21 flavors powered by CMOS. Flow from within, yeah, we never fall off. Count it up, 99 minerals, flaws. VCL in my cup, I'm feeling right. Sip to the sunrise, dance to the night. From the oceans, kiss to your city lights. 21 flavors, pure health in every bite. Drip so clean, we're custom made. From reef to street, we elevate. Gold green gel, set the record straight. Nature in a bottle, that's a better way. Charge me up, no caffeine crash. Clean energy, steady splash. From skin to gut, yeah, we live from within. Wellness on 10, let the rhythm begin. Pour it up, pour it up. Feel the wave, body thanking me. Every save, ocean wisdom in this glass. We sell magic, CMOS. VCL in my car, I'm feeling boss. 21 flavors powered by CMOS. Glow from within, yeah, we never fall off. Count it up, 99 minerals, flaws. Island breeze in the city maze. We're mineral rich in 1,000 ways. Immunity high like the summer rays. Hydrate the hustle, fuel your days. Berry, mango, ginger, lime. Pick your flow, your flavor, your time. Beauty and balance we redefine. Every little sip, align your shine. Wear it up, feel the way. Body thanking me for every step. Ocean wisdom in this glass. We sell magic, CMOS. VCL in my car, I'm feeling boss. 21 flavors powered by CMOS. Glow from within, yeah, we never fall off. Count it up, 99 minerals, flaws. From the choral choir to the heartbeat drum. Roots run deep where the wild tides hum. Real ones know where the glow comes from. from. Be selling the mix now, watch us.
Yes. Make sure y'all get that V-Cell. Click on the QR code. And you will get yourselves some V-Cell. All right. Let's go and look at the rest of the situation. All right. There's a bunch of people talking about this. So this is how Erica Kirk came out. So when you put the whole thing that Nicki Minaj is doing into context, it will make you look at the egregious things that she said about Malcolm X and the egregious things that she said about Rosa Parks with a whole new lens. When you look at the way that Nicki Minaj is aligning herself with these quote-unquote MAGAs in a time when they are their most racist, their fangs are out, Is It Real is out here bombing children, committing genocide, and she just moseys on. Nobody even asked her to, but she diametrically opposes herself to Meg Thee Stallion, and she aligns herself with this woman, right? Erica Kirk. Okay, so when you want to talk about and remember, this is highly dangerous because of the fact that she has a lot of appeal on young impressionable minds, and these young girls and whatnot, they'll just follow her blindly, right? Blindly, without even questioning what the hell is going on or what's the politics behind the coonery.
Let's be real about Nicki Minaj for a minute, y'all. She didn't just switch sides. She switched values. She switched loyalties. She switched on the very people who built her into a global icon. Because let's be crystal clear. Her fame was not born in MAGA rooms. It wasn't built on Turning Point USA stages. It did not come from Trump's America. Her empire was built in black spaces, in queer spaces, in communities that embraced her when mainstream America called her crude, classless, trashy, raunchy, and ghetto. And now she's tap dancing for the exact people who once despised her. Not because she grew, not because she thinks for herself, but because she saw a new lane to explore. This is about aligning with a political machine she thinks will shield her from criticism and consequence. She wants the illusion of power more than the reality of accountability. This is the celebrity tradition of using black culture to rise, using queer culture to shine, then abandoning both when white conservative approval becomes more profitable. Nicki knows exactly who made her a superstar. Black girls who saw themselves in her hustle. Queer fans who built entire aesthetics around her music and persona. Communities who fought for her when mainstream America wanted absolutely nothing to do with her. And
what are the queers going to say about this? Like, she's like their icon. And I'm not familiar with their politics, but from what it's looking like, the Trump administration is diametrically their enemy, right? They're like, everything Trump does or everything that the MAGA boys represents supposed to diametrically oppose everything that community represents. So how do you obey two masters, right? How do you please two communities? That shit is crazy. That's where schizophrenia and that's where all of the confusion is going to begin. She is nothing but chaos right now.
She repaid that loyalty by sitting beside people who legislate queer lives away, mock black struggle, and cheer policies built on exclusion and cruelty. That is not confusion. That is cynical opportunism. Nicki Minaj wants the benefits of blackness while cozying up to a movement built squarely on anti-blackness. She wants the money and brilliance of queer fans while performing for people who demonize demonize those same fans as immoral. She wants to be queen of the barbs while dancing in rooms full of people who believe her fan base is everything wrong with America. Nicki Minaj didn't just switch sides, she switched currencies. And the currency she gave up was us, black people, queer people, the communities that carried her, crowned her, and kept her relevant long after the industry moved on. You cannot build your throne on blackness and queerness, then run to MAGA and expect the kingdom to follow. Nicki Minaj now stands as a cautionary tale. What happens when an artist sells out her people for applause from the very crowd that once booed her? The same crowd that called her ghetto, called her too sexual, called her a bad influence, called her fans degenerates, called her entire aesthetic a threat to American values. And now suddenly she's MAGA's cultural trophy.
92% girl power redefine.
Let's go.
Ooh, I know they not happy with Nicki Minaj right now. I know everybody was looking at her sideways when she was on the stage with Erica Kirk and she did a little event for JD Vance. But did she just expose something? Y'all see her face? It's because of what she said about JD Vance. Fool. She real live called this man an assassin. And then after that, she put her hand over her mouth like she knew she fucked up. Like, damn, I really said that? And then she just completely stopped talking for like a couple minutes. And then Erica Kirk tried to console her. Y'all, look at this video.
You have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
He assassin?
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did.
Hey, fool. Y'all, she went even longer without talking. This shit wild, fool. Why did Nicki feel as if she needed to cover her mouth and not say nothing else because she said assassin? Do she know something we don't know?
Give us 1 minute.
Now let's take a look back at...
All right, hold on.
Why not?
And what do you think about for young men? For young men.
This sheet is full of vertical...
All right. Let's hear from my dude Deontay real quick. Check this out.
You still participating in Christmas. Nigga, you don't believe in Santa Claus. And fuck if our kids believe in... Nigga, fuck that.
Fuck Santa.
Fuck them. That nigga ain't real. I'd be damned if I worked this fucking hard to give all the credit to a white man.
Yeah.
Fuck that fat
It's insane.
We're doing Christmas a little different this year. It ain't about having a feast. It's about the time we're going to spend together. And how we're going to band together and get through hard times. That's what matter. That's what family is about. Nigga ain't got no elves. They got undocumented workers. A lot of y'all are okay with what happened in Israel. A lot of y'all are Zionists and Christians. And the most popular Palestinian of all time is who? Jesus Christ.
There you go.
You know what my family used to do for Christmas? They used to keep traditions that came out of the South going. They used to give us apples and oranges for Christmas because that's sometimes all people would afford. I come from that real South, nigga. I fought some Thomas and Georgia. They got nigga day out there. You don't know nothing about that.
All right, get it together.
Shit, bro. I'm sorry, yo. I'm just in the Christmas spirit.
We done splurged. We done splurged time and time again. Ain't no good Christmas ever stopped you from having no fucking problems. They dropped bombs in Jesus' home. They dropped bombs in Bethlehem. Not a peep.
Shout out to you. Huh? I know I'm on somebody's TV right now. Huh? Cut the lights on, nigga. Huh? Yeah. You here live from the Grits Next studio with your host Cam Newton.
Oh my God.
Help a sister out. Sorry, this is a bit long. All right. We're not going to use your name. I'm a policy analyst, researcher by trade, and a few other things, but I'm most proud of having the opportunity to be a coalition builder by night. I've been fortunate. It's hard, layered, and complicated work, but I enjoy it. Using data, I've been able to track progress that's occurred in approaching. I don't want to read all this shit.
It sounds very
like, it's just like, yeah, baby, email us back and get to the fucking point.
It's Christmas. We ain't got time for all that. It's Christmas, man.
Policy making. I don't care about what you do. What the fuck you want?
Yeah, so Christmas is here, ladies and gentlemen. This is our way that we celebrate Christmas, okay? Here's our Christmas this is our gift that the ancestors sent us. Enjoy, all right? This one comes wrapped in kente cloth.
Just keep flipping between these two photos. I can't get enough. Look at his face. I don't think I've ever seen the pure embodiment of FAFO like this before. He doesn't even look like he's sweating. Look, all I want for Christmas is for certain people to feel this.
Got his ass beat.
His teeth look a bit removed as well.
Yeah, his teeth have come out of place. I broke Jake's jaw.
His teeth look a bit removed as well.
Yeah, his teeth have come out of place. But credit to him, he done well. But I told him what was going to happen. But it just took 6 rounds to do that.
People will criticise you for going 6 rounds with Jake Paul. How do you feel about that?
I deserve it.
Why? Come on.
Because, like, we're elite fighters. Like, so I put myself in the shoes of a coach. If I was coaching Anthony Josh and he went 6 rounds with Jake Paul, I would get him back in the gym tomorrow, give him a bit of a beating, and we're getting straight back to work because I'll be like, how are you letting this kid take you 6 rounds? Are you crazy? In boxing, there's a time when you systematically break someone down and you see their soul leaving their body. And after a period of time, 2 things start to happen to them. Either they give up or they get knocked out. And there was a bit of a mix. I said to myself, I'm not going to knock you out. I am going to systematically punish you round after round. And like I wanted it to be slow and methodical. I swear, I dropped down now. And I just kept on hitting him. Sorry, go.
Right, you hit me as much
I hit you for everyone in England. I was hitting him. I kept on hitting him. And I could see I had that mentality where I was like, do you remember in the press conference I said, he's Iverson and I'm Jordan? And I was like, I'm going to just keep breaking him down. Because he was elusive. He was moving well.
Man, and punish him, he did. He stopped the Jake Paul train, ladies and gentlemen. That means a lot in the world of men and combat and shit like that in warfare. Yeah, that means a lot because this whole thing is symbolic. You know what I'm talking about? So while he got his ass whooped, another one of them who got a lot of shit to say got their ass whooped. The Great Fall. Jake Paul, nigga, I hate y'all.
Andrew Tate pushing and pressuring. Nice right to the body, but Tate's in the corner. Big shots from the champion. Tate covering up. This is Chase DeMoore's opportunity.
Nothing really landing clean, Ben. Andrew actually landed a couple good shots in tight there. He's landing with more conviction. Tate's shots, he turns them over.
Symbolically, you got to look at this through the symbol literate eyes. What does this indicate?
I think it's disrespectful for me to sit here after only fighting him 20 minutes ago, start talking about rematches. It's his win. It's his day. We can talk about rematches later. But for now, Chase is the champion. He beat.
This is fucking Andrew Tate. I don't think people understand. Nigga, this is Top G. This is the white boy that got the white boys talking tough. This is their battery, my nigga. This is the white boy that got the white boys talking tough, nigga. This is motherfucking King Cobra, nigga. Got his ass whooped. Nigga got cooked. Yeah, that whole shit is over, man. That whole shit is over. Them niggas might as well put dresses on. They whole shit is done with. Stop trying to act tough.
Beat me fair and square. And I think we should just get it.
Good call. Good work.
My plan is to talk to the mams. Obviously, we've got huge plans for Misfits. I've got a lot to do in America, Dubai, all around the world. So I've got children to see and businesses to run, a lot to do. But first thing to do is to enjoy Christmas and see my children and start smoking again. So
they gotta eat humble pie. They gotta eat that humble pie. I don't even know if people knew that they were gonna see these days. Back to back, day after day. No, that's Third Eye Atlas, my niggas. The fuck you mean? That's Third Eye Atlas. Let's keep cooking. Let's get Nicki cooked up before we get out of here. A little Nicki cook up. The fuck.
We love a good full circle moment, don't we? Yes, absolutely. And one thing the internet is going to forever do is pull up a local receipt. We love a good full circle moment. The man done got up here while he was still alive and said that you are not a good role model for the 18-year-old girls, so on and so forth. And you know what? The worst part is that he's not even wrong. Hate to be agreeing with the man, but he did not lie. And I will not lie. What he said is not false, but that's really besides the point, because it's like, when did a rapper ever sign up and say that they was obligated to be a role model for you? Like, it's your life, boo-boo. They're not responsible for that at all. But that's, like I said, a different... Mind you, this shade room is so funny. Like, still don't fuck with their petty shenanigans, but it's like the picture of them high-fiving got me crying, because it's like, not you besties now, and the whole time they obviously never fucked with you. So it's feeling goofy. I'm not gonna lie, it's feeling very goofy, very, very pathetic, very confusing. Furthermore, I want to let the record extensively show that this separately feels like right message, wrong messenger, because I would never look at Kirk as a spitting image of anybody's fucking role model. So for you to be speaking on who else is or isn't a role model is beyond me. But like I said, what the fuck is going on?
Let's go. Oh, we not finished. Let's keep this shit going. Let's go back to Top G. No, matter of fact, let Amanda talk to you. Let Amanda Seals talk to you. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to let Amanda Seals talk to this girl. You know? Go ahead, Amanda. Have a word with her. Have a word with her.
Nicki Minaj on there with that man who got murked with his wife.
This administration is full of people with heart and soul.
Now, I know many will look at that and simply attribute it to her performing for personal reasons, attributed to, charges against her brother, against her husband. However, there is a greater geopolitical implication that is being missed. And if you don't know about Trinidad, if you don't know how Trinidad is connected to Venezuela, etc., you would be missing it. Yeah. So I'm actually going to break that down for y'all. But you're going to have to subscribe.
Wow. I didn't even peep that. So they are blowing up Trinidadian fishermen. They are encroaching upon the Caribbean. This is the Trump administration, the War Department and whatnot. They are literally about to go to war with Venezuela, which will trickle into her home country of Trinidad. Oh, this bitch is very fucking greasy. God damn.
If you don't know about Trinidad, if you don't know how Trinidad is connected to Venezuela, etc., you would be missing it. Yeah. So I'm actually going to break that down for y'all. But you're going to have to subscribe to my Patreon. It's $5. So I'm going to break that down for y'all. What time is it? So at 8 o'clock, I'm going to break down that situation for you. Because a lot of folks are overlooking a very major factor as to what's going on there. And I think I've got it. So see you at my Patreon. Link in bio. Tiddlywinks.
Support a real one.
Yeah. Let's go back into the let's go back to my guy, Andrew Tate. Let's go back.
And exactly how Andrew Tate won his fight. And I'm not talking about on a physical level. Because if you watch this fight, he definitely got his ass beat. But it goes so much deeper than him getting beat on.
But if there's any lesson in this, you know, for everybody at home, it's okay to lose, but it's not okay to live with a what if. I can sleep knowing I lost. I couldn't sleep watching all the Misfits fights thinking I could have done it and not tried. And I just encourage everyone at home to do the exact same thing. If you're wondering about something or you're not sure about something, fucking go. You can live with a loss, you can't live with a what if.
It's like anybody that looks like this after a fight, you would easily say they lost. But all these scars can heal. So the deeper meaning behind this whole fight was a big lesson to teach the world that you need to start facing your fears instead of running from them. Everybody has a shadow or a fear that follows them, but not everybody is brave enough to face that fear. So the way Andrew Tate won is by facing that fear head on, even if it did result in a loss. And what's crazy is even his opponent started crying because apparently Andrew Tate took him out of suicide. The main point is to try and lose instead of not trying at all. Be sure to hit follow for more breakdowns like these and share this video with somebody that has also watched this fight. Love y'all, family. Stay conscious.
You know, I like to present different perspectives. I don't want to be one-minded. I give everybody an opportunity to kind of like, you know, say their part. You know what I mean? So I guess that's what that is, letting a young brother make a thing. Yeah, let's go back to Nicki. We juggling this thing back and forth. All of this crazy shit going on with these crazy people. Let's go back to your girl. Nicki went over. She has a message to black women. Black women. Nicki Minaj is addressing you while on stage at America First with America Kirk. Nicki Minaj is talking down from the stage to you black women. So you black women, listen up, because Nicki Minaj, she wants your ear for a minute. She's going to tell you something, black women.
If as black women, we felt that we were not being represented and not being admired for our beauty, if we felt like that as black women, why would we want to do that to other women? Amen. Why would we now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Do you understand? It doesn't bother me that a woman feels and says that she's beautiful.
What the fuck? You know, I could do a 3-hour video on that alone, right? What the fuck? The same woman who is emulating these women. So the whole time you wanted to be Erica Kirk. Like I said, Erica Kirk is the prototype of the woman that some of these black women want to be. And I told you before, they're not going, the introduction to Erica Kirk was through controversy. But all that was doing was making her name known. They were not trying to dismiss her. They were not trying to dismiss her. They were not trying to forget about her. You could do a whole video. Let's play that back, because this word salad that she just said, this shit needs a thought piece. I need about 10 women to go and eat her fucking food, bro. Like, y'all can't sit this one out and just be like, nah, that's just Nicki. She needs to get her she needs a checkup. She needs a diagnosis.
We felt that we were not being represented and not being admired for our beauty. If we felt like that as black women, why would we want to do that to other women? Why would we now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Do you understand? It doesn't bother me that a woman feels and says that she's beautiful.
What? What? So once again, ladies and gentlemen, right? She's getting up there and she is commencing in the activities of white women entertainment, right? She is entertaining the egos of white women by throwing melanated women underneath the bus, right? Talking for women who didn't ask her to speak for them, okay? Now here she goes espousing her quote unquote Christianity rhetoric. Boy, that white girl is something else. What did Rick James say?
Can you tell us about your relationship with God? Because I think a lot of us want to hear.
Sure. Well, my relationship with God started, well, when I was a toddler in Trinidad. My grandmother, if things got spicy in the house, like if the kids and grandkids were arguing or fighting, she would make all the little kids go in her room and make us say and say a prayer. So later on in my life, well, not much later, when I was like 10, 11, 12, I started going to church in New York. And
so what's scary about what we're witnessing, and I don't want to create any type of nightmares, and anybody in the audience is when they go into the astral realm tonight, but that is not Nicki Minaj talking. That is one of her personalities, one of her personas are on that stage, literally sitting up having an interview with another woman who a sober, insane Nicki Minaj could probably not even talk to, right? Because in the real world, they would naturally clash, right? But she's basically in her alter ego, and she is promoting to her multi-million fan base of all ethnicities and whatnot that she is aligning herself with a woman who is freshly being accused from people's court of having something to do with her dude getting whacked. Yeah, that's Roman Polanski that you're seeing. That's Roman Polanski that you're seeing. You feel me? So yeah, let's continue.
It changed everything. It changed my life for the better because I was going every week. I was hearing.
Oh, we got more. Come on, Nikki.
The word of God be preached. And then I was going home and I was applying it to my life. Even as a little girl, I learned how to pray very early. I always had this faith that made people think, you know, the kind of faith that you think a person is crazy, like, oh, please, like, you know. But
distraction analysis, definitely a distraction. However, once again, because this is Nicki Minaj and she has an appeal over legions of women and men, because of her appeal, because of her influence, because the fact that if you're not politically astute, you might not know what you're looking at. You might not know what's happening. Your child might come home wearing an Erica Kirk shirt. Your child might say, Mommy, give me a ticket to Turning Point USA with Nicki Minaj opening up. Yeah, we just got to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? We got to highlight this shit and, you know, create some talking points so you could make sense of what the fuck is going on. Because remember, the children are impressionable. This is for this is against the children. This is an egregious act against children, not adults. Of course, you got brain dead adults that follow her, but this is for the children. They follow her blindly and whatnot. She is their hero. And although she will confuse them, many of them will conform. Although that she will confuse them, she knows how to talk to them, and she will conform many of them into becoming mindless maggots.
But I had that faith instinctively once I started hearing.
Anybody that talks to white people and they start changing up their voice like that, and they start code switching, yeah, watch out. Watch out.
Hearing about God and, you know, just getting more into the Bible, I got baptized when I was about, yep, amen. I got baptized when I was about 13. I got baptized. And I have just always applied those.
This shit is so cringe, bro. Like, she sounded like a 5-year-old talking to a, like, what?
Things to my life. I try to. And that's the thing.
That's why she's talking like a little girl, because she's talking to the little girls. She's speaking like that because she's appealing to the little girls that are listening. Remember, the little girls are in church. The little girls' grandmamas are bringing them to church. The little girls are still dealing with this whole Jesus thing. They're still confused. She is talking to little girls as a little girl. She's channeling a little girl in order to talk to the little girls. That's a little girl talking. That is not a woman talking. Let's be clear. This is a little girl. So she's channeling a child.
We're not perfect. We try. Sometimes I would wake up and feel so far removed from not God, but from fellowship. You know, I was like,
she's acquiescing to the white girl, just in her demeanor, in her power, and in her conversation. She's somewhat kowtowing. She's giving up her power. She's basically turning herself down. She's not being the Nicki Minaj, like the rapper, right? She's acquiescing to Erica Kirk as being the superior. Listen to how she's talking in her demeanor, body language.
It's like, oh my God, I used to go to church on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday every week, like literally 3 days out of the week. And then later on in your life, you become busy and you start thinking, oh, well, you know, God is in my heart and, you know, but then sometimes you can be in an industry as well that pulls you away even more. So lately, I've been feeling like, you know, like if you haven't seen a long lost best friend for a long time and then you bump into them again, that's how it's been feeling for me, like just going back to God and praying and talking to him. And, you know, and he said to me, where were you? Where have you been? I've been waiting on you. And since that moment that God had that conversation with me, I've been in such a better space, because now it's just, I'm thinking about, is God pleased with this? Not if the bullies and uglies are pleased, but if God is pleased. And when you have that personal relationship with God, guess what? Even in school, he's there. Wherever you are. And
you see? Remember, Turning Point is about children. Charlie Kirk was about children. He was going to college campuses, not of the Ivy League schools. He's going to the college campus to get the children. Charlie Kirk is Pennywise. He's out there indoctrinating the children. And so is Nick Fuentes, and vicariously, so is Candace Jones. They are not for the adults mostly. They are they're indoctrinating the children, the army of the same way that they had the Hitler Youth. That's who they're rising up. Young crusaders, young impressionable minds of Roman soldiers. She's Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski.
And whenever you need it, you have something that you can tap into immediately. It's immediate. You don't have to leave a message. He's not going to call you back. He's there immediately. Soon as you call on him, on the first ring, he's going to answer. And I want you guys to remember that. You're young. And first of all, I want to say, I'm proud of you guys. This is a major, to be so young, for you guys that are in college, to be so young and to care this much, this early in your life, it tells us how smart you are, and it tells us that there's hope for our future. So God bless you. Congratulations, you guys. You're amazing. Congratulations. You guys are amazing, okay? Know it. Feel it. Yes. Yes. Proudly. Be it proudly. Be who you are proudly.
Cringe. So, if you could see the play, then you know what you're looking at, right? Very dangerous, very egregious. She's going out very bad. You know what I'm talking about? Very bad. This is the great fall, ladies and gentlemen. You are seeing the heroes turn into zeros in real time. All of the culminations of all of these years, it all comes to head right now and next year. Okay, this shit is falling to pieces. Check this out for the YNs.
Other cities, right? But check it out. I don't know how it is in other cities, right? But in Cleveland, these African Muslim street niggas, man, this shit is funny man. I be trying to understand, right? So Monday through Thursday, you dressing in retro Jordans and looking just like the YNs with no kufi or none of that shit. Selling dope, selling weed, selling guns and shit. Then come Friday though, you too good for niggas in the hood and you got your jalabia on running to my shit. Man, like I see the same African Muslim street niggas that be selling dope and shit and guns and all that dumbass shit out the stores and shit. The niggas in the hood at Juma on fucking Friday, man. And it's funny because like in these stores, it be Muslim sisters working in there and they covered up like motherfucking Casper the Ghost. So you can be a street nigga and dress like a street nigga and do everything un-Islamic, sell pork out your stove, sell alcohol out your stove, sell haram meat out your stove, all of that shit. But this sister, she gotta stay covered up like goddamn Casper the Ghost. Man, y'all, man, the black community, man, we be going for whatever, man. This shit be funny to me, though, man. Because the American grown city Muslim niggas be fucking with these niggas. And you know you're not supposed to sell nothing haram. If pork ain't good for you, don't sell it to the fucking community you in. If alcohol ain't good for you, don't sell it to the people in the community you in. But you do it because you don't really see them as real people, as your brothers, and you don't see them as your Muslim brother. And if the sisters is working in the store, all covered up and shit, hijab and everything, and they complicit in it, because you selling the blunts and the miles and the motherfucker, and you sitting right here while Aki, the African Muslim street nigga, is selling dope to niggas in the hood. So like, what the fuck y'all even talk about y'all Muslims for? I mean, I'm not a loss upon the other island. I'm not a judge. I was just born a Muslim and come from a Muslim family and shit, and I'm a Moorish American. You know, and I'm 50 and I've been doing this shit my whole life. So who do I was around before most of these mosques and shit even got built around this motherfucker. But yeah, the African Muslim street nigga, that's their name.
I remember talking about that in New York before I left Harlem. I'm like, man, I see how how generations get assimilated into this culture and how goofy that shit looks because the way that they just live it out, you know. But that we'll continue that conversation in our next episode when we build up, as we build up to the silence of the lames. You know what I mean? This whole shit is falling apart. Everybody could see is the hypocrisy, like the video that dude just did. You know, verbally, that was like a multi-chess move. You can't get out of that leg lock. You know what I'm talking about? You really can't. You can't justify selling dope in the hood and then going to Juma on Friday and acting like you washing your sins away. You can't justify selling pork in your motherfucking establishment. You touching pork and you frying up bacon and you a goddamn Muslim. Let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? So he making a lot of good points. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for your time. We walk away from this knowing that lo and behold, White Women Entertainment is still running the motherfucking game. You know what I mean? The greatest show in town, WWE. We got the next episode, Bandis Owens versus America Kirk. That's building up, y'all. That's on the way. You know what I'm talking about? But before we get there, let's get a word from our sponsor, V-Cell. This is the best sea moss in the world. I promise you. This sea moss right here. Oh, man. Go ahead and get your sea moss. You could click on that QR code and it will take you to the chat. That will take you to get the sea moss to the website. We ship all the way up to a 64 pack. All right. So go ahead and get your sea moss. Word from our sponsors. We be right back.
V-Cell in my cup, I'm feeling boss. 21 flavors powered by steam moss. Flow from within, yeah, we never fall off. Count it up, 99 minerals, flaws. V-Cell in my cup, I'm feeling right. Sip to the sunrise, dance to the night. From the ocean's kiss to your city lights. 21 flavors, pure health in every bite. Drip so clean, we're custom made. From reef to street, we elevate. Gold green gel, set the record straight. Nature in a bottle, that's a better way. Charge me up, no caffeine crash. Clean energy, steady splash. From skin to gut, yeah, we live from within. Wellness on 10, let the rhythm begin. Pour it up, pour it up. Feel the wave, body thanking me. Every save, ocean wisdom in this glass. We sell magic, sea moss. V-Cell in my car, I'm feeling boss. 21 flavors powered by sea moss. Glow from within, yeah, we never fall off. Count it up, 99 minerals, flaws. Island breeze in the city maze. We're mineral rich in 1,000 ways. Immunity high like the summer rays. Hydrate the hustle, fuel your days. Berry, mango, ginger, lime. Pick your flow, your flavor, your time. Beauty and balance, we redefine. Every little sip, align your shine. Pour it up, feel the way. Body thanking me for every sip. Ocean wisdom in this glass. We sell magic, sea moss. V-Cell in my car, I'm feeling boss. 21 flavors powered by sea moss. Glow from within, yeah, we never fall off. Count it up, 99 minerals, flaws. From the coral choir to the heartbeat drum. Roots run deep where the wild tide hum. Real ones know where the glow comes from. V-Cell in the mix now, watch us.
Yeah, man. Check out that, man, look. We got the blue, we got the elderberry with the soursop. Look, you could eat it like it's jelly, like it's a gel. It's not, you don't got to put it in the water. You don't got to mix it up. It come right out the jar. It tastes like cake. I promise you. The best tasting sea moss on the planet. Okay, this is baby food for the little ones. If you in your 80s and you don't want to chew on no, look, you could do a 90-day fast on this. You could do a 90-day fast on this. We got 6 flavors. Click on the QR code. Don't play with us. Click on the QR code. Go and get your supply. Go and get your sea moss. All right. You need wholesale? Hit us up. There's a form on the website. You can hit up the website and yeah, you could go ahead and get right. That's I promise you. I'm about to put a video up of all the testimonials. It ain't even gonna be me talking. I'm gonna let them talk. right? This is the time to rack up on all of these quote unquote products that will help your body turn into a God body. All right? Turn that body into a God body. You feel me? Yeah, that Superman coffee, that Gold Water, that KT's honey. You feel me? And this right here. And we gonna have we have a men's vitality pill called A Game. We have a men's vitality pill called A Game. All right, look out for that. That's coming too. Okay, so the men could get their name back. Now I'm talking about, and then we building out a Kegel gym, but let's keep that between us. This whole week is gonna be lit. I shit you not. Y'all stay tuned. This whole week is gonna be. Let's stay in touch with each other. You heard? You know what I'm talking about? Tap in with your peoples. Yo, check that replay. Hold on. Y'all wildin'. I think y'all don't even know. Check the man. This we just made history on Friday and on Sunday and on Saturday. We literally made history in Atlanta with the quote unquote with this event that we did. Check this out.
I can use a chart from 1,200 years ago.
This right here. Let me play the commercial. It's only right. Let me get it. Let me, you know what I mean? We got it, you know what I mean? Because y'all heard us advertising for this for damn near a few weeks and whatnot. So you might not have been aware that it actually happened, but it did happen and it did go down, and it is a classic. It's the first time these two brothers were even in the building together. They know about each other, but they never been with each other in the same building, let alone on the same stage together, let alone building on something where they literally was tag teaming that bitch like the Owens brothers, like the Hart brothers, like you know what I'm talking about, like the British Bulldogs. You feel me? Real talk. This shit is a classic. I'm talking about breakthroughs. Ross Ben had a breakthrough. You know what I'm talking about? And Raku had a breakthrough on time traveling. And they did it with the facts. They did it with the science. They did it with the ancestral intelligence. Let's check out this commercial so we understand what the fuck just took place.
Sunday, December 21st, day 3 of winter solstice strong end. This is not a conference. This is a convergence. Masters of the universe. A live transmission on ancestral intelligence versus artificial intelligence. Not as a debate, but as a revelation. Featuring master teachers Ross Ben and Ra Aku, joined by the Red Pillar. We ask the real question. Before the machine could think, who taught humanity how to remember? Artificial intelligence processes data. Ancestral intelligence carries memory. One calculates probability. The other remembers destiny. This is where the past meets the future, where lineage confronts code, where living archives speak. Masters of the universe. Sunday, December 21st. Winter solstice, strong end, day 3. The signal is live. The ancestors are online.
The portals have opened and the time has come. This world will never be the same again.
There was breath, a gasp, a spark, a trembling thread, the pulse of the living. sunset. Before the signal there was blood, rushing rivers of crimson flood. The beat won't fade. Before the signal we were made.
Stars align tonight and the old ways return. This is not magic, it is memory. The solstice will awaken what was buried.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get your replay. The replay is right there, the QR code above my head. That will get you the replay of the 6-hour lecture that we just did. These are some clips of it. Check us out, y'all. Check us out.
Sunday,
Astrologer is the accurate one, not the system. So all of that, we have our own personal truth, is a buttress for acceptance, okay?
We're going to, quote unquote, do online shopping with our in-house businesses because we're inside of Spin City headquarters, which is a marketplace.
Feng Shui, yeah, you want to declutter. Less is more. Be lessing. Be mooring comes through faith.
So the brother's gonna do his ceremony, and then we're gonna
6 hours, y'all. This was 6 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Pure information from Ra Aku, Ras Ben, and I closed it out with information overload. Okay. Me and the good brother did a presentation. Me and
it's
Ras
not a
Ben.
peace agreement. Is America gets all the minerals.
The Q&A.
That was wrong.
Aku, everybody. And we introduced some brother right here. Let him close it out. You're gonna hear him. You're gonna hear more from him, and you're gonna see more from him in the future. All right. We're gonna be announcing a retreat coming up, ladies and gentlemen. For those of us that want to go and heal, and we want to go ahead and do the plant-based medicine, and we want to go into the jungle. Yeah. Get your bags ready. Get your passports because we
fool you.
Move.
Right? They're the
So
yeah, hosts, right? Ghost is going to be.
That's the lecture right there. I'm just giving you a little bit of clips, but yeah. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, peace, love, and light. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your attention. We will be. Oh, I almost forgot. I have one more announcement to make before we get out of here. The end of the year is coming up. The end of the year is coming up. And what does that mean? Well, that means it's time for another end of the year celebration. This year was worthy of celebrating. All right, so join us.
You are yours, brother Red.
Check us out.
You are yours, brother Red Pill reporting live and direct. Yes, I am at the bookstore. We are over here on Edgewood, and I want to know: are you ready to close the year the same way that you started it? I'm gonna repeat. Are you ready to close this year the same way that you started it? On New Year's Eve, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring it back to the bookstore. We started the year out here, and we are ending it here. We're going to have an extravaganza, a gala, I promise you. It's going to be dressed to the T, bottles popping, music playing, you name it. Make sure y'all tap in. Details to be announced. Hey.
Yeah, Fly Sinet got wings, my nigga. We ain't just saying fly. Yeah, Fly Sinet is flying. So with that being said, peace, love, and light to the family. Y'all stay dangerous. You know what I'm talking about? We will catch up with you. All right. Techno Tuesdays tomorrow. And we also got some extra stuff coming. Look out for it. Peace, love, and light.
Vegas and crypto. Diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist smoke, you stay up at dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco, and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped out. Acting gay up in Cisco. Might take the day off and play up at Bristol's, causing chaos and play up Calypso. I pause in kitchens and caused addictions. I pause prescriptions and cause inflictions. Lil Bixby playing in stores and bricks and on the dark web. You gotta pause every doors, cause encryptions. Tesla engines, pause the pistons. I seen every floor I leave sore and listing. For that action, they sponsored the Bronson. They was hooked on that shit like Johnson and Johnson. That freeway, Ricky Ross, straight out of Compton, straight out of Bumpton. Red on blue, violence in the land. The projection of the will, the perfection of the kill, the reflection of the pills. I'm a frontline soldier, I'm no doja. These crystals not from Vegas and crypto. Diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist smoke, you stay up at dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco, and you say what the heck so. Every player gets lips now. Acting gay up in Cisco. Might take the day off and play up at Pistols, causing chaos and play up Calypso. Hickory dickory down. Hit a lick, put the sticky in the box. When the blicky get hot. Lick off a shot. Heavy in the pedal, we slip off a knot. Heavy in the ghetto, they crib walk a lot. Crib walk the crypto, lift off the stocks. Drips off the crystal and pots. Disco rods in the blocks on my chain from the crystal shop. In the light air, lift off the rock. Toe from the right chain on my block. White paint on my socks. White paint on my socks. Hickory dickory dock. Hit the lick, put the sticky in the box. When the blicky get hot. Lick off a shot, we lick off a shot. Vegas and crypto. Diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist smoke, you stay up at dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco, and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snips now. Acting gay up in Cisco. Might take the day off and play up at Pistols, causing chaos and play up Calypso.